hand, a whisper in the ear, spirit of enabling, sinister command of what I want to hear. I'm the only one who pulls my strings. I'm the devil, living in the bride. I'm the devil, no one's hands are tied. I'm the devil, damnation dignified. I'm the devil, and it's only me inside. Why would you pretend your will is not your own? Claiming something pushed you there. Don't mean to condescend, but it's you and you alone. You're the architect of your despair. I'm the devil, living in the bride. I'm the devil, no one's hands are tied. I'm the devil, damnation dignified. I'm the devil, and it's only me inside. I'm the devil, living in the bride. I'm the devil, no one's hands are tied. I'm the devil, damnation dignified. I'm the devil, and it's only me inside. I'm the devil, damnation dignified. I'm the devil, and it's only me inside.
We're down to the final four. 1 win from the Super Bowl. 2 from Glory. REL want the 4th championship in a row, but only have 1 team left. Is this G-Man's season?
Oh,
And then that'll happen.
this will be interesting to see if we up on this.
Oh!
And Bill Potts just took and caught some paws to the face.
It's getting real ugly with these skinks.
And this one's on Palm too.
And InfinitePink and Infection Inc. are going to the semi-final. Good evening. How are we all doing? It's been a little while, hasn't it? Welcome along to the second REBBL semi-final from Season 8. And it's all set up to be a bit of a doozy. if you like that sort of thing. Dwiggy, thank you for the tier 1 resub, very much appreciated. There's 3 big games on tonight, isn't there? There's Brazil versus Serbia, there's Switzerland versus Costa Rica, and most importantly, there's Samoa versus Infection Inc. And with me right now is XS.
Good evening, good sir. How we find yourself tonight?
I am very, very well. I'm very looking forward to this game. It should be a good one.
It's playoffs, man. It's gonna be a good one. Final 4? Oh, so excited.
We already know that Bleeding Hippie and his Chaos Dwarfs are in the final. It's going to be Chaos or Nurgle on the menu for him. And here is the Chaos team. Samoa, coached by Steave. There'll be no hype videos tonight because I don't want to lose my entire Twitch channel. The less said about that, the better. But I believe most people are aware of the current crackdown on Twitch stuff. So smile and nod, everyone. Smile and nod. Nothing to see here. What do you make of this team?
It is disgusting, and it is efficient what it is. Like, I look at the team, and it's got what you want for a Chaos team. It's got guard where you want it. It's got strength where you want it. But it doesn't have players where you need it. That's what it's lacking in this game. And that's what scares me coming up. 11 players. Well, like, I can't get past that.
We have seen, well, we've said that all the way through the tournament, really. Steave lacks a bench, and it might hurt him. But so far, so good, really.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the teams he's played. I think bar Nick, he hasn't played anything terribly killy. I mean, I know Miriscado. I mean, he's cut through Big O pretty well, unfortunately.
He really has, yeah.
Yeah, him and Fiction kind of killed our chances pretty well. But I mean, that's more to him being a really fantastic coach. But now he's versing the Nurgle side of the bracket. You know, the big top right Nurgle.
Indeed. Well,
over there.
There's 150k in the bank, so we'll see if Steave has any plans to spend that on any more Blood Bowl streamers. In fact, he has, as I've been talking. We have 2 more. It seems all of his vanquished foes have just joined the team. Miriscado and Gudainik have just been signed. And Samoa now boasts a 13-player roster. They might need it.
There goes that. Yeah, well, there goes that talking point. It's spot on. Good, sir.
That means he's down 90k for this match against Infection Inc. Infection Inc., the Nurgle Gurgle champions, if you like. Having come through, they come through Metal's team in the last game. And the thing to say about InfinitePink is that he's honestly been the underdog going into most matches.
That's hard to say when you're 2k Nurgle, isn't it?
It is, rather. He started off against Wood Elves, and I think everyone thought there's a chance that the Wood Elves with some inducements can cause an upset there. That wasn't to be.
I have to contest. Winning one Nurgle versus Nurgle match doesn't make you the Nurgle Gurgle champion.
I knew he'd turn up when I said that.
These ears were burning.
I must protest, Mr. Zord. That's not really legit.
Well, after the Wood Elves, he faced the Sage, and the Sage was dispatched with ease. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Then it was Orcs, it was Revenge of the Franks, and a lot of people thought that the Orcs might have enough in the bank to take it, and the Orcs did not. And then it was Metal's Nurgle team, which was about 300k bigger than this, and they didn't have enough to stop Chet Manly and the crew either.
Oh, man, Chet Manly, what a man.
I killed him once.
Yeah, but, you know, he just got back up and just did manly things.
I mean, yeah, I stopped him for a while. He was temporarily stopped. With a rotter, no less. Literally, an unskilled rotter punched Chet Manly to death for a while.
Well, that's how it happens, right? If you're AV9, you die to no money by rotter places or linemen.
Well, I mean, at least the Mighty Blow, the non-Mighty Blow was doing something, because frankly, the rest did nothing.
Oh boy. So we got like the Highlander with the Nurgle, but you look at the team. There is only 4 guard on 2k Nurgle. That is
again, it's just scary. Turning up at the end and beating the one team that beat all the other Nurgle, isn't? If that was how the Highlander worked out in the movies, I don't think it would have been as popular, you know.
The important thing to say is that InfinitePink has been the king of regen in these playoffs. It has
Oh,
barely failed
absolutely.
it once.
Man's done work, to be fair. Man has done work.
Actually, well done. He's the last 3 games he's gone 7 success out of 9, which is better than it was maps a bit over 80%. It's pretty spot on for regen. That's what you
That
want.
is some solid research, XS. I am impressed.
Ugh.
But there are some niggles on this team. So Zord the second and W55.32XA the second, of course, both suffering with a niggle there, and Chet Manly himself. But when you regen like a boss, ain't nothing doing. I think this one is going to be underway very, very shortly. Predictions. I've been checking the tipping comp, which has been a little bit subdued based on the fact that we all missed the first one because it happened so quickly, I think. You did have Gerber predicting Gloom and Zoom to win 99,999 to 99,998. He got that one wrong in the other semi-final.
Ultimately,
Damn.
he's going for the wrong bracket, and he gets it the most wrong by predicting a score that can't happen, right?
Indeed. Infection Inc. have 20 calls their way. Samoa have the 9. So I think for possibly the first time in these playoffs, InfinitePink goes in as the pre-match favourite. And we'll see if that affects his mindset at all.
I definitely think in this matchup, Pink is the favourite, given, regen and a bench and the ability to foul. I'd say comparatively this should be an easier match for him than it should be for Steave. Steave is chucking dice uphill.
He is. He has bought himself up to 13 players in the old squad. But they are now entering the match.
Mr. Zord, have you shared the exciting news that came out today with regards to the playoff and that we now know what these two coaches are putting it all on the line for?
Yeah, no, I haven't shared the picture of it, but we do have a trophy. The first prize is a matchup against Bleeding Hippies Chaos Dwarfs in the final. The second prize you can now see in chat. That is the REBBL Season 8 trophy. It is otherwise known as the Rod Longstaff Memorial Trophy. And it's rather nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and anyone who wonders why we went for a werewolf rather than another big guy, I figured it was the most indicative of the kind of feel of REBBL over the last couple of seasons. There's been a lot of necromantic teams.
Indeed. Steve has picked up a second Apo here, so he spent 10k of his own bank.
Ooh. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, but isn't that kind of jinxing yourself? You pick a second Apo, you're just going to get doomed to KOs.
Yeah, well, it's the Apo versus two babes conundrum, isn't it? Here come the
Is that
KOs.
the only team value difference? Was literally just a...
Yeah, it was 19-10. It's a trim Chaos team, but they have a little bit of team value behind
I
it.
didn't think Steve had that much cost in the cost behind his little...
It's 12 fan factors, so it kind of blows him up, really.
His little autonomous collective, as it were.
Plus,
will be-
no even fan factor, so nothing each way at the mercy of the rolls for the kickoff events.
It will be Steve to receive, and we'll see if he takes a rock to the head for the third game in succession.
Worthy of note, it was actually 17-17, precisely.
Oh, God.
Steve rolled a 5 plus 12 fan factor, Pink rolled a 7 plus 10 fan factor. So,
Lovely.
Pink has more fans in the crowd.
We already know that this is going to be a G-Man versus G-Man grand final. What we are now looking to confirm is whether it'll be G-Man 2 versus G-Man 2 or G-Man 2 versus G-Man 3.
Ow. So you're batting deep. So guys, get your predictions for the game. What's your final prediction coming in?
Papa Owl is going to remember what it's like to 1 in 9. That's my prediction. Because he got it all. He got it just exactly right against me. Papa Owl did not 1 in 9. But
Good at 8 9s.
I'm not bitter, honest.
Nah, not at all. I think if it comes to high Nurgle, high TV between Nurgle and Chaos, the Nurgle should win this just because regen is so effective. But then the second Apo, I guess. But
Well, with regards to the second
It's
Apple,
impressive.
I'll be super interested to know if he is going to play balls to the wall and Apple the first badly curve that goes off that isn't like a rookie. The first like decent player, if he does Apple it, then it'll have been, for me, a very worthwhile Apple. If he sits and tries to keep the casualties or, the serious injuries, then it's all Pink.
Because you've got to keep in mind that he can't afford to lose too many players because winner of this player is Bleeding Hippie, and he's not going to play. He's going to have a field day if he can't field the team, right?
Yeah, if you're the kind of coach that is going to pixel hug, Bleeding Hippie will have a whole lot of fun with you regardless. Because Bleeding Hippie is the kind of man that likes to cause the casualties, as we've seen.
Yep. Well, reputation.
I'm interested to know what his numbers end at. I mean, anyone who doesn't know Hippie's record here, he actually is the Cas leader across all of REBBL for Season 8, and that was before he hit those.
Do you reckon he hit triple digits for casualties in the season? So what, did he had like 58, right? I think.
Donkey, all bribes are happily accepted by me. Whether you roll a 2+ or not is a different story.
Steave setting up all to one side here, which of course leaves him a little prone to the short kick other side blitz, which may happen.
Yeah, if he does well, I mean, Zord 2 is hugely good at getting on that ball, isn't he? I mean, 2 heads plus Agi. The plus move kind of irrelevant when you've got a minus move as well. But still, he is a bit of a threat. Yeah, I like this setup much more. The one-side setup is good for if you've got a small number of turns. But when you've got 8 turns, you don't need to commit so hard to one part of it.
Here comes the kick then, and it's a very short kick that may actually produce a touchback. Not quite. Changing weather nice saves the day. But well, it landed exactly where he wanted it, really.
That's a bit squeaky bum for Steave though, because if he turns over early,
Yeah, it's a beast on the ball if he turns it over.
And not only that, but it's a stand firm block beast.
Yeah, disgusting.
you've got to remember as well.
He can't beat the ball.
His goal.
He can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say his goal only thanks to the plus movement is getting there without GFIs, and it's a 1 in 9 to pick it up because he doesn't have the usual plus agi that's been given out to many ball carriers in REBBL.
We start with a push skull, which is not massively exciting, but it does allow us to secure the ball ever so slightly more.
I'm having flashbacks already. I can hear the choppers. Not you, Dark Animal. You're Kemri. I think you get plus strength.
The interesting thing is that T, with this plus movement, doesn't actually need to make a GFI to get the ball, which is very useful. There's a POW from Llama onto Mar.
It's fine.
Someone else has left the packing peanuts on the clothes too.
There's plenty of time yet. Don't you worry.
Mate, I've played against Pink when we left the packing peanuts on. It's a horrific experience. Now, here's a question for you. Does he take a block with Zung to allow Andy to go around to the Beast and then blitz at the Beast with Shawnee for 2 dice? I'd kind of like that.
That might well be the plan.
Thank you. Yeah, he needs a G5 about the base up, doesn't he?
He does need a GFI, but
He also needs to make a dodge because there's still a rotter in the way.
no, you can go.
And go around to the GFI.
Oh, you can go that
Yeah,
way.
that's
of
why
course.
it's a GFI, yeah, without the dodge.
But the only problem is if it's just a push, then it's just stand firm does a thing, and if GFI fails as well, you can't recommend a reroll to that either.
I know, but I'm thinking, are you blitzing like a rotter, or are you taking a shot on what is one of Pink's best players? That beast is incredible.
Going for the ball now, and see, thanks to sure hands, he's got a hold of it.
Ooh, could you feel him
Clutch is real.
No, that's true, Dark Cannon. It doesn't make you better at picking up the ball, but it makes you better holding on. Oh, welcome, Dreamify. Oh.
Yeah, Dreamify saying it's the first game he's got to watch live this playoffs. Well, better late than never, but welcome along, Dreamify. Pleasure to have you here.
Get the hell again to start watching, my good sir.
First playoff game I got to cast this round. I mean, what?
Also, the first playoff game that me and Metal have cast at the same time.
Is it really?
It is, yeah.
Wow.
I did feel like it has been a while, my friend.
I'll leave that to chat to decide whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Don't leave it to chat. Chat are scary people. They don't make good choices.
Steave, with decisions to make, still has his blitz. He's got the safe option or the risky option.
I think he's set up, and it's a free dice on the Rodder. Rodder has no regen either. So I think he can get an advantage of
But
it.
you can claw Mighty Blow the Beast.
I think he's going to 3-dice the Rodder.
Safe option or the risky option is he might have gone for the solid option. I only like it because I remember it's your. I'm pretty sure that's your beast in there, isn't it? The solid option.
Yes, it is, yeah. From the Chaos Cup. Now, hang on. We got movement towards the beast.
Oh,
he's going for it.
Oh, I like this from Steave.
Oh.
We are committing. Here goes Shawnee. That won't do it. That's a reroll double skull.
Oh, sit down, little Shawnee.
Oh my god.
That's a mighty blow to the face. That feels bad.
Bad news for Samoa.
So that's
right off the bat.
That's getting fouled 100%, surely, yeah.
As a huge fan of Elton John's work, I have to refer you to his famous "Can you feel the foul tonight?" Because I think Shawnee.
Oh my god, that's dire, man. That's awful. I mean, he can even just jam up all these warriors to get the guard in there too to tie up the whole front line as well. That's a big. That's just disaster. That's what it is.
Was the reroll
terrible.
greedy or was the reroll necessary?
I feel a reroll was necessary because otherwise he was just stuck and getting blitzed anyway.
Yeah.
You block the beast. You take an early block with the beast because it's got block. It's pretty safe.
Pretty safe. You see double skulls just happened before.
Shadora suggesting that the reroll was necessary because the blitz was greedy.
Yes,
I like the blitz. I mean, I'm not going to.
It's risky.
It's Blood Bowl. You've got to take manageable risks, and hitting with Claw Mighty Blow on a player that is as valuable as F73 is a risk worth taking.
I agree with the risk, but I mean, it's still it's turn one as well. I mean, this could, if this goes badly, if you say if a warrior goes down, that killer gets fouled off, that could be like peril straight away.
Well, he doesn't need to foul the killer this turn. What he needs to do is make sure the killer can't get out.
Yeah.
Hit coming in on Haringzord.
Oh god, Haringzord.
Yeah, I'm alright.
He's fine, look at that. It's that guy.
You know why? It wasn't a rock. I think he might foul that this turn, to be honest.
Dirty player on a dirty player.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
We've not got much in the way of inducements, just the extra apple for Steave, which he may need.
That was not a greed reroll. That was, I don't want to be stuck on a beast of Nurgle reroll.
Yep.
That wasn't greedy. It's stand firm and he got pushes.
Well, there's always the option that the Beast of Nurgle will really stupid. However, F73 has no such thoughts.
Right. Put the thought of this Beast of Nurgle stupiding out of your mind. It went 13 for 13 in my match against King.
And the game before went 11 for 11. The game before that too. So that beast is on something, man.
Yeah, this F73 is an intelligent animal. It is a learning machine.
Intelligent beast, my friend.
So there's also potential to foul the Chaos Warrior.
Yeah, I love that. Well, he gets rid of one of his guard pieces. He's only got the 2.
What we're really saying at this point is that good old Farlak Chaos Finder is a bit like a kid in a candy store, only instead of buying sweets, he's kicking dudes in heads.
You foul with that dirty player, Dare Cannon. He's sat right there.
Yeah, he's hiding behind the warrior.
Although apparently...
Nah.
Oh, we fouled. Shawnee,
Wow.
straight off the bat, fouls the stun! Dirty
Yes.
player does his
Hey,
job.
Oh, and he's not even sent off. But you've got
Apo.
There we go.
The
Well,
spare
he's got the
Apo
drive.
is burnt.
Wow.
But doesn't matter that the spare Apo's gone. Not only is that a turn 1 Apo, Shawnee is off the pitch for 7 more turns.
Yeah, that's the strength advantage gone. That's that's mobility gone. It is movement 6 rather than the rest of the team. That's another claw gone as well.
It is what you might call the perfect start for Infection Inc.
I would say so, especially given that his rotter also managed to dodge to get out of there too.
Yeah, completely disengaged as well.
His Rotter's doing an damn fine job of dodging out as well.
Oh yeah, get used to this too.
I'm not being funny, but there is technically a 4+3+2+2+ to mark the ball, if we are so inclined.
For this one, why not, I guess? If you're a player up, might as well put the pressure on.
That will be a 5, but shoot.
Yes, by every possible scenario, yeah. Shut up. So, what does Steave have in response to this? Well, he's got a Mighty Blow Chaos Warrior on the floor. He may target Paparal and try to punish him for not having block.
I think I'd like to focus on Chet Manly.
That's he's easiest target to hit. I mean, plus
he's
it's the same
niggled.
situation before. If the blitz fails, he's standing up again.
Yeah, but he's a lot less concerning about being stuck on.
I think Jimmy
So
makes a valid
definitely.
point that it is a lot easier to like that foul given the injury. I think if that was a double one and a send-off, you'd be saying, that was possibly also a bit greedy.
Yeah, you'd be saying, ooh, that's why you don't foul stun. If you talk about anything in hindsight, you have to remember for a start, you're talking about it in hindsight.
The target is going to be Chet Manly. He is niggled.
It's got a bad thing to be foul appearance prop, right?
He was very difficult to remove last time around.
Well, I killed him once.
There's a pow on Chet Manly from Lash. He may... Well, he does not stand firm.
Can't stand firm. He just get fouled. He gets hands firm. He's fine.
He's absolutely, he's loving it. Don't know if I'd use Lash there, and I'll tell you why. Is because he is niggled. So if that had been a push or both down on a foul appearance, you'd have been stuck on him, making it very hard to protect you from Hauser. Whilst using Llama, at least he's not niggled.
Indeed, if you double skulled again, you might have been in a bit of trouble because you probably can't afford to burn another reroll for a while yet.
Very, very true. I'm expecting to see a dodge from Andy.
I don't expect to see Steave go very far at all
No,
this turn.
don't rush it. Just still got plenty of time. He's gonna make some dodges. I mean, they'll be last action dodges surely, but maybe fails him. But if whatever he doesn't dodge out gets fouled, I guess. I mean, I think the guard's the more valuable piece naturally.
Well, yeah. You say if he doesn't dodge out, he gets fouled. I mean, if he does, if he stays on the floor, he gets fouled. If he stands up, he gets claw mighty blood.
Honestly, I would say that the target for InfinitePink is absolutely going to be the tackle beastman there.
Yeah, why not?
Because there's a blodger on the bench. And if we can manage to get rid of the only tackle player on Steve's team,
Well,
it
Shawnee
isn't
is
Shawnee. There's happy days, isn't it? Get rid of half of the problem. We've already removed one, burned an Apo. Chance for a shot at another.
Yeah, we're watching L's, man. No dodges failed. What is this?
Yeah, this is a very they've all got confused and turned up in their elf costumes. Now, for me, this is where Ping needs to start going a bit manly. like full-on Chet Manly though, and start
He's got to
basing
play
stuff
just
up.
for that, man.
A little bit Chet, you say, eh?
Try and use rotters to maybe screen off the warriors, and then base up the beastmen, and force those dodges or bad blocks.
Yep.
Superfed, I don't know if he has this. Oh.
130 dropping a Twitch Prime and saying if he could sub twice he would. Thank you very much. Awfully kind. Not too bad a start still for Infection Inc. Nothing's been removed on his side. And Shawnee, the plus strength Claw Mighty Blow Beastman, is sat on the side of the field.
Yeah. And his inducement's already burned from the get-go. First turn inducement's never burned.
So you made me go. I still don't make over the day play.
Guys, the trolls are still singing. D-Light P has dropped another Twitch Prime as well. So you guys just need to shut up for a moment. Thank you very, very much for the sub, D-Light P. That's a double push. Will we see a greed reroll here from Causer? Probably not. Having a think about it. Decides not to bother.
I feel like he's probably just going to retreat back behind Chet Manly again. He's very good at protecting Hauser, his thing.
So manly.
Yeah, I think Chet Manly's got that whole niggled elf thing going on where like the niggle makes him harder to kill.
It does appear to be Chet Manly's job to protect the rest of the team, so you understand why he is niggled.
Yeah, he's been doing it a while and has picked up a few scars to go with the job. I actually think I'd like that rotter one further out though, towards the sideline, to cut off any kind of, to force a blitz through him if Steve wants to try and swing around.
I think he puts all twos around the outside, around the left, surely, to cover that off.
True, but I mean the rotter is perfect, like expendable pieces. And if he'd have been one step
If
square,
you keep dodging them out like this, you've got no issues at all.
this is stupid. This is upsetting me. It's reminding me of my game against Pink, and it doesn't feel good.
I also had dodge counter to see how many dodges have passed and failed.
Well, that prevents the swing to that side.
I don't think he was ever going that side. I think Steve's plan here has to be maybe go a bit quick, score in the next couple of turns, get Shawnee back on the bench, off the bench and onto the pitch, and try and do some real damage. Because if you're already man down and you start playing the whole trade and blitzes with Pink, given that Pink has both regen and foul appearance, it's very likely that won't go in your favour.
I was going to say, a short-term target would be to try and remove something so we're at least even on numbers. But if you want a valuable one-for-one trade, it's very difficult to get something that's quite as valuable as the player that Steve's lost, which is his best player.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Well, I mean, the only place he's Pink's set up just in fashion, so the only place you can really, commit to one of those positions you want to take out is by you've got to commit both guard pieces to help to set up the assists. And if you do that, you leave your guard pieces to multiple blocks coming back, not only blitz itself.
I was about to say it's a very smart bait actually from InfinitePink.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean,
you cannot hit.
Sideline to go.
You can't hit Hauser on anything but a one dice.
Well, if you wanted to go for Chet Manly, you offer up free hits the other way.
Exactly, yeah. That's why I like it. It's a very, very good setup for him, I think. Chet Manley's a tempting target given that he is niggled. But if you've got to put a guard player against Hauser to do it, is it suddenly such a good idea?
Same thing with F-Star 7-3 and Papa Al2 bait as well.
I mean, to be fair, it's better being hit by a Beast of Nurgle than it is by a Kilometer Ball.
Oh god, yeah. But I mean, then the guy's stuck on the Nurgle, Beast of Nurgle as it is, which is no good.
Steve, as he should, taking plenty of time to just consider his options here.
Well, he's got 4 minutes to think about it. I mean, I think he's left the right side open so he can try and force us. Try and force Steve to score early-ish around
Yeah,
Just let him beat up the next half.
I'd like to see him go up the side, and I think Steave is doing exactly that.
Oh yeah, we are going for this. I haven't checked, but I'm assuming the Bleeding Hippie will be in the house tonight.
I believe he is.
Scouting out the opposition for the final. Here comes the blitz on the rotter.
The rotter.
And just to make a bit
more
of
the same.
Shuffle up the side.
So that's going to be frustrating, surely. You rolling pushes with it.
Can confirm. Definitely frustrating.
Can confirm.
Now, without making a GFI, I was going to say Lash is a little bit in the way.
Yeah, it was a snap GFI, wasn't it? I think I'd like to mark Stu with Andy.
Well, that's exactly what happens.
There you go.
It's as if you can see the very immediate future.
I think I've got a picture of what Steve's plays, and I think from that, and it was entirely because of where Stu set up, and the fact that Pink didn't reinforce this line, because he's committed 3 warriors who aren't very fast to what is essentially now the wrong side of the pitch.
Well, they're all range still. I mean, you can get Chet Manly up into that warrior.
They can't, no, because Hauser's not hitting anyone over there, is he? You can keep Hauser away from everyone of value without forcing double GFI. This is impressive.
Well, because he's worried about a break tackle from the beast.
Random guy also predicting the future by saying he might tie up the beast with a dirty player.
I like this because whilst the beast has break tackle, unless it rolls a 6 on the dodge first, it can't break tackle inside the cage.
Plus, your dirty player at this point is pretty well bait, more or less. It's just fodder. He's not fouling the player down unless it's really worth.
It's worth remembering though that there is a shot on the ball because his cage is based up right now.
There is. He's got to do a rotter block.
But he has the guard players to presumably make that at least a 1 dice. The only issue would be getting in his own way. He can't make it more than a 1 dice.
That's going to make it a lot harder now that he's left good old Papa Owl marked up. Yeah, Steve committing hard to shut this line of play down. Although, it's not really done it, has it? No, that's done.
It's a bit better. It is an absolute gaggle of Samoans.
But I think if Steve scores, at the same time, I think this is the right choice from Steve to push for a fast score, to get Shawnee back in play. But at the same time, it's a wonderful scenario for Pink. If Steve scores on turn 4, that gives you 5 turns to counter score, isn't it?
You are kind of playing into Infection Inc.'s hands at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, I think, yeah, it's good. It's good for Pink right now.
So how do you counter this? Do you try to counter this, or do you just try and pick off another high-value target?
I think you just punch stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you've got to be careful because you can't commit to the rollers by tagging stuff because that's 3 hits, and you know, take them before running it in if you score quickly. And you know, their decay is a hell of a drug. Plus, AV8 usually works pretty badly.
Oh no, I mean, Jimmy. I mean, I don't think Steve's gonna be happy at all. But I think, given the pitch scenario, this was really Steve's only choice. Pink forced his hand very early by having players that wouldn't die.
What's one day got a push he's got guard stuck in there. Unless he wants to do a beast that will break tackle. That's
I think you'll just take a 3 dice with the beast, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot for 3 dice with the beast. Then he's going to bring Chet Manly up to base up Zung. And then he's probably going to use Papa Owl to 2 dice Llama.
Yep.
There is just the 1 player down, and Apo's been burned to save Shawnee from the foul. But other than that, it's been very quiet so far.
I think it's the fact that it's 1 player down on Steve's drive when you're playing Kill Chaos feels very bad. Because you had all those line of scrimmage blocks that did not, and then your blitz did less than now, so actually a negative impact for you. And then Pink just went, all right, I'll foul somebody, and off your man went. Yeah. I mean, that's...
Murloc Joe bringing in 61 viewers to this REBBL semi-final. Thank you very much, Joe. And Joe might actually find himself on the field here. I believe one of these players is named after your man. There he is. Joe the Beastman. So, Joe fans have a player to support in this one on Steve's Samoa side.
He's a pretty good beastman as well, to be honest.
Mighty Blow Blitz coming in. And we wish we had block, don't we?
Oh, he might now be looking at break tackle on the beast.
Yes, actually, very good point. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a GFI to get a beast on the ball.
Pink, I having played Pink, I can tell you he's not afraid of rolling GFIs on the beast.
Braver than me, though.
Does mean that he'd be giving up good old Papa Owl to the tender caress of Llama, but it also is clear.
There's worse places to be on this planet, I assume.
Not 100% sure, but you think it's...
Cannot yet confirm, but there's nothing like wild speculation, is there? What do? Do you dodge the beast to get that beast on the ball, or do you just take a 3 dice on Haringzord?
To be honest, I really like the pitch situation for Pink. I don't know if I'm all about the risk that he'll be taking to do the dodge and GFI, when, frankly, it's actually really good for him if Steve scores.
Yeah, the other problem being, of course, that Chet Manly going in, which tells me we might be doing this.
Yeah.
If Chet Manly's committed, the beast is going to follow. There's no two ways about that.
Where Chet Manly goes, the beast will follow.
Oh, there's the dodge.
There goes F73.
And he needs a 2+ to slither his way in, and he's got it, and he is on the ball, gentlemen.
In there where it hurts.
Slotting that really rather terrible monstrosity right where Steve, frankly, doesn't want.
The only one thing I would say is I probably may have liked the dirty player to the top left of the of Andy, just so it makes it harder to push him off the beast off the.
I've got to say, I didn't like the dirty player moving before we moved everything else, because frankly, that would have been an extra player you could have used to mark something up, you know. Whereas now
you can always just play the dodge game. Papa Owl fails it, but at least he's not taking a claw hit. So, we need to get F73 off the ball carrier. If we can do that, we are fairly likely to score. And we do have a lot of hits available to us as well. Joe finds a push, would you believe?
Lovely.
I'd like to say I didn't see that coming.
But that does give us a claw mighty blow hit on the beast.
If he wants to blitz it, or he could just move in a normal assist and use just the mighty blow, and then save the claw mighty blow gunning for something
exactly
like
what he does. And F73 is down.
Clearly going to stand firm here.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, and F73 is out. That's big.
But you can't regen a KO.
Mighty blow actually doing the business there.
You can't regen a KO. True words were never spoken.
Now this actually frees up Crusader to take a pop at Chet Manly. 2 dice, thank you for the assist from T now. And that's going to free up T completely, which is a really nice spot to be in.
Do we need to score, or can we stall this out another turn?
I think he can now find a stall, especially as he has taken Chet Manly to the ground.
Chet Manly is down. He died in the last game, but regen saved him.
Yeah, I suppose a KO is a delayed regen, that you get to roll a couple more times.
He's dead again! And yet again, is regen going to save Chet Manly? Yes, it is.
I hate this player.
You cannot stop the Chet.
Too manly for death. Too manly.
I hate this player. I hate him.
Bounty him.
And it's worthy of note, neither Claw, nor Mighty Blow, nor the Niggle did a thing.
Another armor break coming in.
4 6s and 5 dice.
This has been quite a turn for Steve.
Oh, this has swung the game heavily in Steve.
Up then that regen count.
Yeah, that's now 8 out of 10 regens over the course of the last 3 games.
Yeah, suddenly Steve can quite happily start. I even would quite like a dodge out from Haringzord to do a cheeky little Paparal foul.
Yeah. I mean, that's this point. It's turns swung in your favor. You got to bounce. You got to bounce your forward. You can do it.
It's only a plus. It's +1 and dirty play, which is non-terrible. I mean, it is AV9, but he's on the ground and you've got dirty play, so you're looking at a +2 at the armor. At least a stun. I'd throw it, to be honest.
I mean, if you can just find that last removal, it would be one hell of a turn, wouldn't it? I don't think it's going to happen. Unless he's going to commit metal from the front line back down the field to provide that assist on Stu.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need to block her. He can just dodge out and foul.
We are going to try and stall this out, and to be honest, having removed 3 very nice players on that last turn, you kind of understand why. I do manage to dodge out. Look at me go.
Oh, what a professional.
Are you gonna do the next step and put the boot in? I'd like to see it, especially as you've now got numbers on the pitch. If you're Steave, sidestep across, kick him in the head.
So, without getting ahead of myself, the dice is on the ball. It's possible. It's a lot of 2+s involved. If those 2 want to go around the long way,
It's possible.
To be fair, he
So
could
still-
literally go, and I know it obviously is a test goal, but he could go around the horn, as it were.
I make it 5 2+s for a 2 dice on the ball,
I'd take that.
which
You
puts
put
you
a
at a
real-
horrible surf risk.
Well, no, because surely, it's
Take the boat
more
down.
about turning it into a scramble into the ball, right? Doesn't look like he's going to do it. Looks like he's just going to punch some Chaos Warriors. Really
Yeah,
bad.
here comes Horza, and that is a push.
Now, I've got to ask, would you not agree, maybe consider re-rolling that, given the pitch situation?
yeah, I think it would have at that point.
Well,
I
there's
mean,
still a
you
chance to
have,
knock down Joe, and he
also
might be
flat
looking
now.
more for the foul on Joe here.
Why isn't that sacking play good? Getting the ball down and turning it into a scramble against Nurgle that are all very, very tight into you. But the thing is, most scatters are bad.
Well, I mean, he failed the first 2+, so...
There you go.
Zord just not going to protect himself.
That doesn't mean you'd have failed the rest.
It doesn't. But it meant you would probably have bailed out before trying it. Joe
you
takes a
said-
swift volley,
You
and
say
I
there's
think
no,
we're going to see a foul here.
I don't know, no recovery strike sack it is... It depends where it bounces, but you obviously push the ball towards the Nurgle. There's enough disturbing presence that no one's going to catch that ball when it bounces around. So it's going to bounce around a lot. And it could end up in the Nurgle lines. I don't hate that sacking play. I think it was the only chance Pink has to actually not let Steave just stall the rest of this half now.
Here comes the boot. He's going to run up.
Maximum
There's a foul.
distance.
Joe is stunned, nothing more, nothing less.
Sack would have been mad, but I mean, he needs to do something, right? Because he's now 2 men down.
It's amazing
and
how
Steve
not
has-
maybe 2 turns ago, we were talking about how Steve was going to be massively disappointed to have had to score this early. And suddenly we're now looking at a turn 8 score where there's very little InfinitePink can do about it.
But what is the point of having a mini body if you never use it? If Zord 2 spends this entire drive sat behind a line of Rotties praying that he doesn't get punched, what's the point of spending the TVR? I ask you, Jeff.
Here comes
'Cause
the
right
Ritz on Horza. It's a POW this time on the Nurgle Warrior. Big news.
Not a KO, man. They're starting to pile up here.
Yeah, and Pink does not have babes. So the chances these come back are not necessarily 100%.
So it's another removal going Steve's way. And all of a sudden you, as we were saying, Seems very likely that this is going to be a turn 8 score for Samoa. It will give Pink 2 attempts to get those KOs back. He does have a bench in case it all goes wrong. But you'd much rather have those players.
Yeah, boy. You look at the quality of what's KO'd compared to what's coming in. Carrier's nice. Chet Manly is, all you need for every drive. But having that beast in it might be nice. He goes alright, surely.
Well, I mean, if I had to sacrifice one, I'd maybe say you can keep the Mighty Blow Pestigore over there. And give me Hauser and give me the Beast of Nurgle back.
I feel like just watching this stall for the rest of this drive is gonna hear out my idea that sacking with Zord was the play. Sorry, gentlemen.
Well, we've seen before in previous rounds that Steave has been in situations similar to this and has still allowed shots on the ball, which he really shouldn't have. So he needs to make sure he's doing everything properly here and not giving up that chance.
And he definitely is. He's double stacking his defense down the side. So, and also you've got to remember Zord doesn't have that plus move anymore, so isn't as nimble as he used to be.
He doesn't, but right now there might be a shot around the back.
Yeah, he's kind of... That's...
I mean, if you're willing to throw all the dice in the universe.
Well, if you're willing to throw a 1 dice at that Chaos Warrior, a push would be good enough to really open up a channel.
But this is a significantly worse sack than the one he could have taken last time, which is my argument.
Is it significantly worse, or is it actually less 2 pluses?
It's much less 2 pluses. But it's I mean, what if you can move and play that? What's he moving 6? He's moving busted, isn't he?
It technically
it's as many 2 pluses because you've got all the GFIs on.
Where you need to make a 3 plus to remove Andy out the way as well. Alternatively, why not just try and throw 1 5 plus?
Ugh.
Everything just sounds gross right now.
In fact, would it even be a 5 plus? You've got Agi 4 and 2 heads. Would that be a 4 plus into there? Well, it's not happening because Zord has just moved a square. He's not using him. He's not going to use him.
Which again comes back to the point of why are you spending a whacking great amount of TV on a player that
Just 1 dice.
Huh.
Pushes.
All 1 dice is a skulls, right?
He does the 1 dice.
Yeah, does he blitz? I think he's going to blitz any player with the claw mighty blow and then set for another foul.
Yeah, he's got to put a rotter in there, innit?
But if it does that, he can't use any player unless he wants to make a GFI.
No, he can bring Stu in above Darazor, and then he can put Hauser in against Llama.
He may just target the Claw Mighty Blow with Paparal.
Yeah,
because that gives him the same foul.
That was definitely what I was suggesting he was going to do.
There it goes. Paparal finds a knockdown. He's better than all apple pies, isn't he?
He is, isn't he?
Not much better.
He put him on the ground.
Claw Mighty Blow only works one way so far.
Do we foul Joe?
I think we do. Here comes that foul on Joe. And Joe, well, dear me.
Jesus.
Suddenly, it's all gone wrong. Yeah, literally every dice that Pick throws is bad. Telling you, should have sacked the ball.
Well, we'll have this argument all night, it seems. We're going to step back in. And we're probably going to have a go at Paparal with Claw Mighty Blow of our own.
Joke.
Basing up quite hard here.
Well, you can.
Why not?
I mean,
what is he? You are guarding him. You know, you've got more players on the pitch. You got more strength on the pitch.
you got strength him. You got guard him. I mean, you can do what you want at this point. You're even going to get a blitz on his claw with your claw.
Yeah. I mean, what's he going to do about it? Just take it, I guess. That's what he can do. Take it and dodge out.
I think Steave can afford to do this on the basis that InfinitePink has kind of shown now he's not willing to commit Zord to any dangerous situations. Unless he's waiting for that super special turn 7 play, so that Steave only has one turn to try and pick it up. But right now, he just ain't getting in there, is he?
No, I mean, Steave has clearly seen that there was a channel once. And
Foul appearance saves the day.
Hey!
Think
No,
he might
thanks.
resort that.
Yeah, he might. Why not? Well, he has to now, because, if he doesn't, he's giving up 2 dice on his own guard.
Oh, greeds it and rolls another one.
What fake skill?
Big fart in the face from Paparol.
Yeah, so Paparol's going to say, hey, Andy, you like claw?
He's going to get another shot, yeah. This actually could be... This could open up a channel with the requisite number of knockdowns to do something to the ball, maybe, possibly. But you basically need every block to result in a knockdown.
That is the inherent risk, but of course, as you say, he has considerably more players which to defend with, and Pink needs a lot of very good dice, having had a half of what in the end has been very bad dice.
Yeah, he had like 1 or 2 turns of really good dice, and then just got overconfident, I'd say. And as anyone who's played Darkest Dungeon would tell you, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. No one going with me on that? Alright, you're on.
Sorry.
He is, however, continuing to refuse to commit Zord.
Well, Zord commits to a blitz now on Llama.
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of blocks this turn.
He could be setting up a kind of... Could we see a rudimentary surf here?
Surf? No.
On the ball carrier?
Is
gotta
that
roll some
possible?
Scary dice.
I can't. He's already blitzed, so I really
No,
can't see it.
Surely not.
I mean,
He's got to roll
Why
some
would you-
horrifically scary dice. I think
with
it's
one
actually...
reroll.
He could, to my mind, potentially... Yeah, there's an opportunity.
This feels like
one
it's
of the-
more about just making the blocks.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's more. That's more lines of hey, it's just because you could doesn't mean you should. Like, I think you take the. I think you can set up for your blocks. You can knock down potentially all 4 warriors if you're good here. It was good with good dice.
I think there might have been, and I think we've lost it.
1 dice push.
Why? Yeah, he's setting it for a 1 die. He's setting it for the foul, I think.
Yeah, he's gunning for a lash, isn't he? He's going to claw
Yeah.
Mighty Claw lash. And then
He
gonna
is. He's
follow
going to pow him as well. And Papa out has got the job
Oh.
done.
Paparol
That might be the second Apo.
he is niggled though, but I think you do. I think you apple that. If you want to win, I think that's an apple.
He does. Lash will be
Yep.
back.
Now I press second half.
That's scary ahead of the final.
Yeah.
This is where you now try and take Joe down so you can foul him. But you've got to use your dirty player so you're not fouling with a dirty player.
That's fine.
Yeah, he said fine.
No, beggars can't be choosers.
You've got spare rotters on the bench. Although
True.
you might not if none of these KOs come back.
That's very, very true.
In a perverse way, InfinitePink is actually better off allowing the score, so he gets 2 chances of his KO rolls coming back.
I mean, I think there's no way he can stop the score, frankly.
Well, there's always a way. You could miscount how many turns you have left.
Well, yeah, he rolled a dead, but it doesn't matter because it was apple and badly hurt, right? I mean...
Well, yeah, I mean, no Apo for LOS hits coming up next half is going to be terrifying for Steve.
Well, not really, because the LOS hits are going to be on Rookie Beast when you don't give a damn about anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but
There's a fair amount of Rookie Beastmen. There's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 Rookie Beastmen, and then arguably there's also the Dirty Player to add to the pile as well, as a minimum, that thing has to chew through before LOS hits are going to hit anything.
There is one man who is exceptionally happy to see both of those Appos gone.
Would it be Bleeding Hippie?
And it is Bleeding Hippie. Because every single Claw Mighty Blow hit going either way now, he's going to be rubbing his hands. Give me more. Well, all Appos aren't gone, Viking Cop, and welcome along, by the way, because Chet Manly died, but Regen saved him yet again.
All apple pies. Paparal.
Oh, Paparal, that's not going to regen.
If only Paparal had block, one would say.
Well, he's out of the final.
No!
Assuming Pink goes through, which isn't guaranteed yet, Paparal will not be going with him.
It's 8-3 now.
How do you get there without your mascot? Now, really, if this KO doesn't work up on Hauser, on either of the chances for Pink, he is in a terrible spot for a second.
Well, at that point, he's playing for it too. He has to, really. Like,
how do you get there, though, without all of these players?
Yeah, but you're playing for OT against the Chaos team who has Claw Mighty Blow on a lot of players, and you suddenly have maybe one.
Hippie, inducements was an Apo for Steve, that's all. And he's burned both of them already.
Those Appos are gone. But
now,
both of them have done their job. Both Shawnee and Lash will be back.
I do like Steve chose to play the I've got badly hurt players. Here's some Appos.
Yep.
That was smart.
He's playing to win. He's playing to win. That's what you love.
Now I'm going to ask you, gentlemen, do we still hate my idea of sacking the ball all those turns ago?
Well, no. Like, it's hindsight now. I mean, there's no guarantee it works.
Yeah, I know it's hindsight now, but it wasn't when I was calling it. It was what we would call foresight, my friend.
Steve is trying to prevent any possible channel in for Zord. Zord's the one remaining threat, really.
And there's not even a Mighty Blow player that Pink can commit here. Yeah, you're not getting the ball. I mean, you could go right up and you could if you could move Ma around, take a 2 dice, or with one of these rotters, Drathis to push me out the way. Paparal is MNG Bleeding Hippie, yes. No, random boy. This entire pitch situation is so much better than rolling some dice on the side and maybe. Because everyone's acting, by the way, like the Surf would have killed Zord, which isn't like how the game works.
Well, I think the moot point, of course, is that he ended up, in the end, rolling a 1 on the first dodge, so he would have bailed out of the sack anyway.
Yep.
With
or
no
you
reroll.
just went full man mode and committed.
Nah, you would have bailed out of that and gone and blitzed something else.
Yeah, you can't commit to that. If the first dodge fails, you're like, it's that point, it's turn 4. I really, really can't afford to, like...
I will not take any argument that he would have continued with that sack, having rolled a 1 on the first dodge. He would not have done it. You're being daft if you're suggesting that.
Maybe. But then again, he'd have rolled... you can't guarantee that had he rolled that
We're just going to
back,
blitz Crusader. We're going to fail to knock him over. And really, we are just looking to screen and get in the way here.
Yeah, they're just trying to There's no way to stop Steve punching a hole. You're really relying on Steve essentially quad sculling.
Well, we've seen him triple skull before. That block I like, because it allows him to set up a screen with the second rotter. Filling in just behind. It does make Steve life a if he can dodge out Haring's order. No, sorry, Chaos Finder down the field here. It does make life a little difficult.
stick him behind the warrior. He's got to kind of box him in, really.
To be honest,
I mean,
you
if he
might
sticks
consider re-rolling that dodge.
Yeah, but then again, if he doesn't score, it's only one chance to reroll.
That was going to be my next question. How badly do you want to stop the score based on those KO rolls?
I think you kind of do, because that actually still puts Steve in a terrible position.
Dodge is good.
Yeah,
Dodge is good.
That's actually pretty bad.
That's difficult to get through. That's not easy.
Yes.
He will target a rotter at one of the sides and probably just click in the corner and try a couple of 4+s into there, I imagine.
Yeah, but why have you...
Nah, not on the warrior. You can go around make GFIs.
Right, this is what I've said about Steve in the past, and everyone's been like, oh, maybe you're being a bit harsh. But, like, why is Steve, when Pink has 6 players, allowing Pink to force him into rolling this many dice?
He should theoretically have pushed further into the corner to prevent this from ever happening.
Yep.
Yeah, this should never have been allowed.
He had the players. I mean, he's up 3 players as well, and he's up strength and guard. There's no reason he can't, you know, even if you're playing carefully, there's no reason you can't, like, set a proper box up in the corner.
His best shot is a 4+3+ with dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why have you allowed that to be a pitch situation? That's just horrible.
Blitz, we're just basing up for days here. Blitz is going to come in from Llama. Now, a double boat down is really bad here.
No, both down's fine. Because the rotter doesn't have block.
No, but you would have had, well, you would have struggled to get out your own way, I guess. It's going to be a 4+3+ to score. Here goes T. Can he get the job done? Dodge. Fails!
Oh, God.
Steve will not score.
God damn it, T.
Yet again.
Do you start? Shit, you have the 1 dice, sir. Oh, you can't even balls that way now.
Why was that allowed?
You can surf that warrior, can't you? The beastman, Crusader. The 1 dice.
It's the second round in a row that this has happened. Steve has misplayed, failed to score on turn 8, and it's worked out in his advantage.
I don't know if you can call it an advantage.
Well, we'll see about the KO rolls, but it could work out to his advantage not scoring there. The quarterfinal, he made a similar play, made a misplay. T failed the GFI to score. It might be in the round before. And
yeah, good shout, Baggy. Good shout.
It worked to his favour when basically none of the opposition players came back at half time.
I don't know, Dwiggy, because you've still got basically an entire team from Pink, and all he has to do is slow roll the pitch.
Right, so statistically, 1 or 2 of the KOs should come back.
So which one do you take your pick? Who do you want? Do you want Horza or do you want the Beast?
He goes for Joe. He's going for the tackle here.
No, sir. Boo.
Well, he might get the pseudo serve.
Is that mine?
No Apo left. Joe is injured.
Joe did call this in chat, by the way. Joe absolutely called in chat that he was going to get hurt.
So you fouled it. You fouled the crap out of that T, right? Surely. I mean, dirty players there. Free up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the ball carrier. Absolutely foul it all day.
3 assists and dirty player. Kick it.
No Apo.
Nurgle.
Yeah.
Because that could win you the overtime. Yeah,
Comes foul like Chaos Finder. 3 assist foul
it,
on T, and T is injured. No
He's
Apo.
already gone and done it.
No send off either.
Oh, and it's a movement bust, meaning that T would miss the final.
And it's a movement bust on a plus movement player.
Oh, this trophy is hippies. Based on how this game is going.
Too early, man. You say about the MG from the last one, but there's your MG.
That's a dodge we didn't need to take.
Yeah. At this point, he's just showing off, isn't he?
Oh, no. Okay, he's trying to get an assist for another block. He doesn't lose a rotter in the end.
Never mind.
These rotters are made of steel, by the way. Not one rotter has left the pitch.
Half-time 0-0, but the happiest man in this room is Bleeding Hippie. Suddenly, it's looking a bit better now. Do these KOs come back?
We've
The
got a big
Beast comes back,
It's a beast.
which is
Well, that's
probably
what
the
it-
best of the three to get back.
Yeah.
I would argue not the best. Hawes being the best in this matchup.
Yeah, no clawback is pretty rough. He's got no claw for the second half, but he has a lot of control. He's got his guard in place.
What he does have is 11 players taking on 11 players.
Yeah, but he hasn't got. He's got one mighty blow on the entire pitch. So Steave is going to be playing the removal game once again.
But T doesn't have... Oh, it's not T. Steave doesn't have his ball carrier. T, movement busted. Will miss the final if Samoa make it.
So he's got. Yeah, God, how does he play this? He has to score him. Steve, yeah, he can't go to OT. Yeah, unless he literally kills the Nurgle this half, he cannot go to OT.
To be fair, Dougie, like rotters aren't bad in this necessarily because they're just ablative armor for the good players.
They are certainly better than having no players at all.
And it does mean he can, if he does bring any valuable targets down, he can continue fouling. I think you might look at T and sack him. He's only got dodge at this point. That's actually unique.
What you might consider is if, for example, Tomo or any one of the rookies, maybe someone like Crusader, was to level up some point soon, you might consider giving them sure hands, and that becomes your new ball carrier.
Mm.
Yeah, well, strength 4 is always nice, but I mean, you probably want to turn it into a frenzy piece if I'm him, if I'm Steve.
Lumi's the only one to spot what I was doing there.
You're trying to curse Hippie, are you?
We got to keep it interesting. But 3 LOS blocks could really put InfinitePink.
Yeah, but
in
the only
pound
money blow
seat.
on this team on the pitch is that beast, and that is the unreliable money blow.
But Chet Manly's here.
Oh, okay, I stand corrected.
Manly blow. If you like. No claw for Pink on this drive is an interesting point as well. There's still 3 claw coming at him the other way. So you would still say advantage Samoa. Which is again what I said. Steve makes a little bit of a misplay to not score, and it kind of works out in his favour.
Like, I'd say the pitch advantage is to Steve, but the actual game advantage is all Pink because he just stopped Steve's drive.
It's finally poised, isn't it?
He's got so many rotters that he can basically force Steve to either overcommit and base everything, which we saw when Pink did it doesn't work, or he just forces them to trade blitzers. But all Steve is blitzing is rotters, because with so many rotters, you just set up the ablative rotter screen. Like, it's the same technique I use when I play against another kill team with my Nurgle, and you've seen it twice or 3 times already in the playoffs, and it does tend to work.
I mean, InfinitePink does have the option to go 0-0, go to overtime, and try and get those KOs back yet again.
That's
But
not
Papa
an
Owl,
option.
well,
That's not
it's not an option. It's a fail-safe. The kick is short, and it's a blitz for Samoa.
Oh, God.
Now that's going to hurt. Oh, gosh, that's a really short kick as well.
Chet Manly take the wheel.
Now, if Steve gets a hold of that, are we done?
No. That could be a touchback. It's still possible. It's unlikely.
Yeah, you're going to commit to this, aren't you?
Well, that's his win game. I mean, if he scores in, 3 or 4, Nurgle's going to have a hell of a time scoring that much time.
No, 4 is fine. 3 is hard. But not impossible.
Nuffle's roulette wheel is spinning, and at the moment, everything is coming up Samoa.
I feel like Shawnee's actually going to be blitzing into Darazor by the look of the setup. And he's just going to rely on bodies to stop Pink Bank for catching it. And pray it scatters well for him.
So if it's not a knockdown, you can't re-roll that, can you? And so heading to OT.
No, very much not. But it looks like he's committing to just try and deny any hits whatsoever. Yeah, he's going for that Nurgle Warrior.
If you can remove another Nurgle Warrior, it's far more valuable than the Rotter. He's got time to scoop up the ball. I mean, there's every chance that the ball
To be
scatters
fair-
over to this right-hand side and is actually screened by Andy and Gdanik.
God,
Worthy of
would
note,
that be?
though, if the ball does go down in tackle zones, W55 32x8 doesn't care. Big hand plus 2 heads and sure hand and
Sure
dodge
hands, yeah.
makes it pretty likely he can get that back.
I'm calling it now. It's going to be a touchback. It's going to be some awful scatter into a fumble across the line.
Wow, it really is Base-a-Palooza over here.
Well, he's got such a big strength advantage now. He's got 6 strength 4 players, and Pink's down 2 warriors, so why not? at
What
this
does
point?
that base do, though?
Makes him feel good, I guess. And
That won't do it.
no piano. Can't reroll that.
No,
Which is
no.
fine.
No, we've been punished for this once. This is probably one of the most important scatter rolls in either of these coaches' Blood Bowl careers.
Very much agree.
Because the game can actually rest on where this lands.
But if this bounces back towards the Nurgle half, this overcommit is going to make it quite easy for him.
Yeah, I will kill him. Yeah. If it bounces backwards, and then pick up with I'm not pronouncing that name. The second the short hand piece. Hand off
Yeah,
his order, he's gone.
He just drops the Rotter army down Pink's right flank,
Yep.
doesn't he?
What
Yeah,
if the
the
Rotter
beast
does
can
catch on a 6? What if
Dodge
old
out,
Plank
hand off,
Spanker here has other ideas?
There he goes. Well,
If Plank
Dodge
Spanker
out.
has other ideas, I think that would actually be almost worse for Pink than letting it scatter a bit.
what could be worse? I mean, he could does out the second, you catch it.
For Razda's
Hang on.
benefit, T is movement busted, would miss the final. And the ball scatters exactly where Steve wants it. Literally,
yuck.
could not be more perfect for him.
That literally couldn't be better for Steve, right?
Could not be more perfect for Steve.
That's disgusting.
You
That's
pick
pretty
me a
nasty.
square that was better than that. Maybe it lands in the hands of one of his players.
That being said, Pink still has options. Zod 2 can blitz out Shawnee.
Yeah, I think he should play. He knocks it down, then gets it. But problem is, he picks the ball up. Where does he go from there? Really?
Then he's got to roll a 1 dice onto Andy. But yeah, this is bad news, man. This is the single best thing that could have happened to Steve given the hash he made in the first half.
It's becoming a theme.
It is, isn't it? It's not a theme that I think you want.
No, you don't even know if like, hey man, I get good rolls, but like,
I don't like to say it, but it's happening often enough that maybe Steve's name is just on the trophy. There you go, they're all cursed now.
Yeah, you're just cursing everyone at this point. Is this like the opposite of the take my energy spam, where you just casually throw curses at everybody on the pitch?
take my bombs or armor.
Take my Zod place. Take my caster place. Have it.
Does Pink... The problem for Pink is that turning this into a scrum means he takes a lot of Claw Mighty Blow hits.
Problem with Pink is that he's out strength. He can't turn this into a scrum. He has to be surgical with his attack.
He's got to get this ball out. And he's got to get the ball over to the other side. And I don't know how he does that based on the scatter. Here goes Zod.
Yep, he got the 2 dice. He's not going. He's going for the basement instead. I think he's
I
going to
see
pick up
what he's
around
doing,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, he's going to screen it off.
No, he's gonna mark. He's got it. I think he can get the ball with that knockdown because now he's got to mark this warrior up, take a 2 dice through the warrior with Plank Spanker.
There it
Which
is.
he's now got.
Oh, it
he's
doesn't
actually
clear him.
Actually using Andy, which I don't like using Darazor here. He didn't need to.
He can follow
it's
it and the Rotter can have another go, but he has to scatter the ball.
Now that's horrible.
Well, it could put it in the crowd. It could put it in the crowd. But that could be dreadful. That's not good, is it?
God.
That's really, really not good.
No, I think he misplayed that. I think if
That was
the play
a horrible decision. Why you went with the warrior and not the rotter? I will not know because the rotter cleared the warrior completely, even with a push.
Yep, but then the warrior would take a shot at Shawnee as well to follow it up. To clear
He
it.
had to follow. He had to follow based on the fact he used the warrior.
I can't say anything about not following.
Because now not following will make this next block of 1 dice to try and clear the warrior.
Well, he can't clear both players.
He can't. He doesn't need to, really. He needs to get the warrior out of the way because, like I said, W55 32XA has big hand. He can pick up in tackle drops.
Well, there is a tackle player with Claw Mighty Blow still right there.
The problem is he's got a 3+ onto the ball and then 3+ back out again, while 3+ picking up the ball without dodge. It's not good.
We need some significant dice to get this ball. Because right now, Steave on the next turn is just going to clear this up.
He's got 20 seconds left. He's going to need to move on. Really.
Yeah, he needs to make some snap choices.
I mean, I think you can use a beast block to set some blocks up in the middle as well. But free up some pieces.
We're on defense here. We're leaving players on screen and we're not going to go for the ball.
He has to.
He's
now playing
defense. 3 dice. Mirror goes down. Mirror is fine.
Freeze out some rubbers.
But he is about to take so many Claw Mighty Blow hits that this one could be done on the next turn.
Yeah, he could easily lose any players of value to actually make this impossible.
He's got
4 seconds. 1 dice finds a push on Tomo only.
Don't know why I didn't take a 2 dice.
You couldn't take a 2 dice anywhere with that warrior.
That's true.
Could have used the rotter for a 2 dice.
Yeah, because that warrior on the beast is not gone. So I'm really... I feel like his head is gone.
And that is the end of the time.
Oh, man. That was brutal.
And here comes the pain.
You hate to see it, but I have to say, I feel like Pink's head's gone.
I think Pink just needs to take a deep breath this turn, take a quick few minutes to look at it and go, okay, that was bad. When it's pulled, it probably could have gone, barring a death maybe.
Whilst I hear what you're saying, I don't think he's going to have enough players left hand to get a man.
Oh. You never know. Trial parents can do a thing.
Well, there's a power to start off with from Llama.
Yeah, whatever it is, comes to pain.
It's a stun only.
That's bad enough. Because, I mean, he's already outstrength. If he starts losing players he can maneuver, it just gets worse by the second.
Fighting Cop is right that the 2 scatters they were literally the perfect rolls for Steave. They could not have been better.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I think the only way they could have gone better is if he killed the warrior on the blitz and if he had caught it on, like a player had caught it. That's about it.
I mean, it was in a terrible position for any recovery play, but that doesn't excuse Pink misplaying the recovery.
Here comes a power and plank spanker.
This ball isn't even have a Nurgle mark after this turn. Well, in my screen, Johnny's punching him with a lot.
Steave is just going to clear this up.
Just a push, though. That's good. And why do you push sideways? Like, that's nuts. Has he just pushed him to mark the ball?
No.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I think I've got a display bug because I just watched the invisible rotter get punched, and then I watched
Chet Manly
get pushed on the ball.
Chet Manly will not be moved today.
No. Death can't hold him down.
You say that, random boy, but you absolutely commit a reroll to metal. To me, I'm going to pick up the ball on a 3+, and then you're going to commit a reroll to it, and then you're actually caged. So unless he 1-9s this and then gets a really horrific scatter.
Yeah, the return bad scatter.
It's taken a blitz and a single turn for Steave to get himself back on the offense. And Metal has the ball. And
There you go.
InfinitePink has to do it all again.
Yeah, now he's going to
Such a
defend.
deja vu here.
No, this was...
Rookie blitz on Chet Manly finds a POW. You got to stand firm on that again.
May as well at this point.
No, he chooses not to this time.
Well, get some away from the claw at least. Because Yan doesn't away from that.
Pink has to reset his mindset now.
Why am I being bad Metal? Like,
Because you've got the ball.
Good job by Andy Davis.
Andy Davos here as well. Welcome along, Andy. You're watching a game that has probably... I think Nuffle is siding with Steave so far. I don't think that's unreasonable to say.
he's paying a price. I mean, losing the movement on his plus movement carrier is...
Yeah. T has taken a movement bust. He will be out of the grand final if he was to make it there.
actually
Similarly,
so will-
Paparal is out as well. That's a miss next game.
But yeah, Pink utterly hashed the recovery of the ball, and I won't hear anything otherwise.
He hashed it as much as Steave hashed his very simple first half score.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's.
I know which coach has been more rewarded for it.
Yeah.
So what do you do here? I mean,
You got to start removing stuff.
Guess how to score again.
I mean, you can get greedy, I guess. You can generate 2 dice on Deshaun if you really want it, but you're giving a Mario to hit back as well. And plus you don't have any Mighty Blow or Claw yourself, so you kind of like praying for a 9. It's not good.
D-Light is correct. I mean, to be fair, that was a pretty good turn for Pink, all things considered.
That is a blitz play. Because it's a blitz play because he wants to save Zord. He wants to send him into the backfield.
Once again, Zord...
Where he lives.
Yeah, just absolutely doing nothing to earn his wages. Like, this is Pink saying, right, you have the drive. Have fun.
F73 is taking down Mirror. Now, he wouldn't mind a stun here to allow that beast freedom to move, but unfortunately Mirror's going to get back up and just base him again on the next turn to force the break tackle.
I think, to be fair, he was looking for a casualty rather than a stun.
Well, a
It's
KO would
anyway
also
by
be fine.
pace. Yeah.
No, I think this one has lost its drama, really. I think this one is going to be quite... Unless, like I say, Steave is a remix of the first half, this one's pretty much...
Well, in a remix of the first half, we're seeing Rotter Dodgers working beautifully.
Oh god.
Is a rot block going to do the business?
Zunk is absolutely fine.
You can't
Probably
reroll
want to
this.
keep away from Nurgle as well, so he's going to quite enjoy being pushed on a lot, I think, with Mighty Blow.
I think you meant level instead of niggle, but I understand.
That's a fraudulent slip there.
But no, I'm saying he's a warrior that isn't Nurgle, and that is also 1 SPP away from 11. Is what
There
I
we
was
go.
thinking both at the same time. Because I keep comparing
get it,
everything
get
to
it wrong.
Lash. I would have to say, if he does level, I think Steave needs to stop doing this all claw all the time approach and get some blooming guard on this team. 'Cause I
What's it,
really-
19, he's 1910 and 92 guard. Well, he gets away because he's got two strength for beastmen, I guess. But
Yeah, the strength of Beastmen are kind of making a difference with the guard, but he really, really needs some guard.
I mean, right now, Steave he's made the right decision to pick up the second Apo because there's not been a single KO go that way. Here goes Zunk. Stew is alright for now.
he's fine.
That's not going to get him his level, is it? Come on, Zong, you can do better than this. I would actually like to see him use the other two warriors to blitz rather than Shawnee as well. Because Shawnee is not hitting Legend anytime soon, whereas these warriors can do with some serious development. And I think we're at that point in the game where you can actually start looking a little bit at using players that need the development.
Well, he's still got to score first. I mean, he's still even numbers.
Come on. This is...
He's still going on with it. Well, you still have. You look at the first half. You had all money. It looks like he's going to score, but you put himself into a really bad situation and it ends up not scoring.
You never know.
You're not going to make that mistake twice in the same game. You're just not.
You never know. Not. There was nothing more certain than Steve scoring early and InfinitePink being happy with that, and then suddenly there was nothing more certain than Steve going 1-0 up, and neither of those things happened in the end. So, you never know.
Yeah, so you can do it a third time in overtime, Ken.
No result this time from our Claw Mighty Blow blitz.
But also no foul appearance or like both down, so it's okay.
No, Pink will be fine with that. No knockdown, no remove
to be honest,
players.
I kind of feel like Steve will be fine with that too.
It's not some reset it up, I guess. I mean,
you just feel at the moment like Pink just needs he kind of needs a removal on a big player, like a nice big removal just to get the confidence back.
If I'm honest, Pink needs divine intervention.
Well, that's what Knuckles for.
Oh, he's committing.
Oh, that really is a commit.
So what you're saying is you think Pink should have taken up Blitzen, but in the first half?
Is there going to be a stream of making the divisions on Sunday? Probably not. There's a lot of swearing goes into that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Zord would want to broadcast the amount of swearing I do when that occurs. But break tackle it where? I mean, I agree that he probably needs to get it in the mix, but it's just... Like, there's a lot of swearing, gentlemen. I mean, I'd love to pretend there isn't, but there's a lot of swearing. Hang on. But Steve was about to do one of his very famous lack of actually caging.
So, Chet Manly, he's kind of left his few guard pieces exposed here. Like, Andy can get blocked off if he moves Chet Manly in. Means he can get a hit on to Crusader. He's given up some unnecessary blocks.
Yeah, but you're really at that point just going, you have no claw, you have no mighty blow. I'm not that scared of you. This is a dominance play from Steve right now. He's just saying.
Hey man, this is my place.
Hey, I don't slag off non-Division 1 coaches. I slag off everyone equally. Thank you very much.
Essentially, Singe, the golden rule is that someone somewhere will have got something wrong.
Yeah.
Oh god, yes. Like every time, without fail.
How can you hate that? Like, it's all mans every day, man. It's manly the way Chet likes it, man. All mans every day.
I have to say that I do think the amount of basing is quite bold, because if Pink suddenly finds God's
Chet Manly blitz on Crusader, it's a push.
God damn it. So much pushes.
Like, I'd be surprised, but I think it would be too fake.
More pushes.
Oh wow, this is.
Do we have to greed re-roll something soon? Because you cannot win the game on pushes alone.
There it is.
Infection Inc. agree.
I think he's setting for a foul here, actually.
Andy is down.
He's basically got a foul because that is his replacement for Claw Mighty Blow.
Well, like, I mean, he's probably his dirty player is tied up, so it's going to be a non-dirty player foul.
Saving the rules for the next game. I'd say Pink has misplayed, though. As much as we're saying in chat Pink doesn't deserve this, Pink didn't play this optimally. He really panicked, I think, and got quite upset by like upset himself a little bit.
Well, that blitz was pure filth, though. That's. But I mean, you can't let that. As hard as it's easy for me to say, going, you know, oh, you didn't do this.
No, it was pure filth, but that doesn't defend misplaying the recovery.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Like, as much as I can say, you know, Jesus, this.
The problem is when you take the Blood Bowl pitch, you have to be willing to face that as an option and know what to do in the face of it.
Yeah, like there can be plenty of times that stuff will not go your way. This is dice. Like
Mirror's going down, and it's stunned.
At least he's not going up next turn.
Like,
I think
might do something next turn.
Yeah.
Has anyone been counting, by the way, the lack of the really stupids on the bench? Because I'll tell you,
he hasn't moved one yet. Yeah.
Here comes the foul.
Same he rolled last game, actually.
2 assists, no dirty player. Nothing doing.
Dead right.
Failed dodge out from the dirty player.
The fouling has dried up. The Claw Mighty Blow doesn't exist because they're all off the pitch. Really, Pink's just options as dry as bone right now.
But Steave hasn't scored. And he's still in the game as long as Steave hasn't done that.
That's an incredible...
Manly.
Chet is properly manly Roman.
Chet is loving it.
He lives
Look at
for
that man.
this.
He is my hero.
He lives for this.
I'm not sure if the injury projection is still around, but you know, if he's gone, Chet's my new hero. Gonna poster him on my wall.
So, what do you do now if you're Steave? Do you just sit where you are, or do you push down this channel again?
Move up.
Well, what you
Move up,
clearly
because that
do
beast is free.
is totally forget how to score and then get bailed out by that.
No. Look, the beast is not tied up, so you might as well keep out the range of the beast, so you don't get stuck on him.
I bet Viking Cop would buy a Chet Manly t-shirt.
Yeah, of course you would.
I wonder if we can
Man,
make that happen.
But I would, man. I'm not even a G-Man coach.
Chet Manly eats chronic traumatic encephalitis for breakfast. Get that on a t-shirt too.
Yeah, Pauper. Pink has indeed lost. Good old Papa Owls. All Papa Owls.
Oh, we may see a foul on dirty player. Steave may have identified that dirty player as the one player who can actually cause him some problems.
Really.
As another Nurgle warrior fails to hit the deck.
It's been a pretty bloodless half, isn't it?
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah. Come on. If I'm going to curse something, man, that's got to be it.
Yeah, I think Viking Cop might re-roll to Nurgle just so he can try and buy Chet Manly.
Was Chet Manly part of the original Superstar Shootout?
No,
No,
that's
Nurgle.
Nurgle were not part of the original Superstar Shootout.
Ah, he better be in this one. Man.
Nurgle technically still aren't. Are they?
Technically no,
Technicalities.
but we have workarounds.
Please don't say kicks.
Like, you know for a fact, though, if you did hire Chet Manly, if he was playing for anyone that wasn't Pink, he'd probably die no regen first block.
Just re-roll attention to Chet Manly United. There you go.
Steve's trying to predict where this ball is safe, but again, given how gun-shy Zord 2 is, pretty much the ball is safe.
He could be playing the long-term bait, right? Get me up. He's intentionally not blitzing for nearly 3/4 of this game, just to blitz him when he least expects it.
I don't know. At this point, I feel like if you ran Metal up completely unsupported, he'd probably still not blitz with Zord 2 at this point. He's so gun-shy.
Here comes that foul. 2 assists. On far like Chaos Finder. Harring Zord's going in.
Have a look.
Oh, he's very, very powerful.
He's gone.
And this is the end of far like Chaos Finder.
That is the end of his story. That's
been
actually both of Pink's dirty players gone. Because I killed one last year, and then Steve's just killed the other one this game. And he doesn't even get sent off.
Been a little bit of an unsung hero as Chaos Finder in these playoffs, but no more shall he grace the fields of Rebel. Referee is completely blind.
Love it. He's loving this, man.
I think the referee just was like, Chaos versus Nurgle, it's just not worth my time turning on.
Nah.
So that is, well, the biggest threat that we found, also removed.
Yeah, to be fair, actually, it was the decay that took him out, given that he was badly hurt in the first one. That ball could be sackable.
Yeah, if you find some knockdowns, it could be.
I'm trying to work that out myself. If there's some sort of chain push option around here to start maneuvering some of the pieces.
Rodder can knock down. What's it? Nico Goodchild can knock down. Try to knock down Andy.
He's just got a horrible dodge at one point. I mean,
you say horrible, but he's actually effectively AG5 in dodging. I mean, the scatter won't be too crash help, but I mean, you can mark up the pieces to stop the assist, make it a 2 dice with REBBL.
I'm still not willing to declare this GG as long as Steave remains in possession of the ball. His big weakness is scoring very simple touchdowns. Everything else, great. Big weakness, running the ball over the line. We have seen it time and time again. You might consider that a considerable weakness, but it's got him this far.
But he's winning in spite of getting away with his easy touchdowns.
There is a knockdown on Andy from Nico Goodchild.
That is a bold choice from Base and Claw.
Oh, and it's a stun as well.
Big stun.
That's pretty good.
That's useful. That is useful.
If that had been a removal, that would have been godly.
Is he sitting for a 2 dice? He can knock down all the claw, both claw warriors. So if Chet Manly does his thing.
We'll see if he has eyes for the ball. He wanted to free that player up so we can go and get the Beast of Nurgle across. The Beast of Nurgle has probably got eyes for this little gaggle of players here.
I actually think I see what his plan is. He's going to blitz down Zung, and then he's going to GFI like a crazy.
Chet Manly against the niggled Lash. Lash is fine.
He's going to GFI like mad to get F73 on the ball. And then hope that the basing is enough to stop. The basing and the power of F73 is enough to stop the ball getting away. That's his last hope, I think. He's doing the play that almost lost him his defense in return, in repeat.
Is this a B-splits?
This would not be the time for a first really stupid in a long time.
And also it's going to double J5 by the by, so that's... You're asking for a lot of 2+.
It's not a beast blitz.
No.
It's a beast base up all of this stuff. With a GFI.
Because the ball isn't.
The blitz is coming from Zord.
If he'd have used Zord to go after...
There is no blitz.
No blitz, why?
I mean, he could have at least moved... Oh, I don't know anymore.
I mean, the stun is massive. He's got his guard all tied up, which is, again, very massive. He's forcing him into action here, into a scrum, which could get him shots to the ball next turn.
Well, the scrum will either win in the game or kill his entire team.
I still don't understand why you don't blitz. You don't. You didn't move the W5532 on for assist, and then 2 dice for Zord on the ball on Shawnee for the free blitz.
Yeah, I'd have gone for that.
Like it gives you a bonus. You trying to tighten off. You trying to tighten in the screen on the front of the drive as well.
Morally, not when you're the one without all of the claw and your opponent has all of the claw.
Yeah, all that guard's in a really good spot. He's just, shoving it all through his all that strength 4. It's not going to get many hits off that.
He doesn't really need hits, though.
I mean, he can. I mean, I said he can get a 2 dice on
He's
Chet
set up
Manly.
for a turn 13 touchdown on InfinitePink's drive. Like, assuming this doesn't all go horribly wrong for Pink anywhere, because of the lack of commitment towards the ball.
The thing is, though, because that Beast of Nurgle's in place, Steve's only got 4 loose players who he can commit up the field, and Zord is going to be quite happy with that if the ball does go forward. 4 players is not really enough to screen properly from that Pestigo.
No.
And that is probably the idea here.
But at this point, you're going, it's 3 turns or 4 turns after sack the ball and set score within regulation still for Pink at this point.
Of course, that's 4 players, including the one who has to carry the ball and can't shield from himself.
He's tilted like a machine in a car accident. It's a super fan. I quite like that.
Keep in mind, make sure you watch Miri, so in case Steve may have forgotten about him.
Another push.
Oh my god. This half is all pushed. The only thing that's been real damage is just fouls. A handful of stuns, so that's about it. I don't drink, man, but I'm sure I could find a way to figure that out. Like, if you name your players really annoying names, I will butcher them intentionally.
Have you seen McNaughton's strategy for next season? His team is called, because McNaughton lost a bet with Sim that he could kill his best player, and therefore because he lost the bet, he had to reroll the High Elves. So he's named every player. He's named the team I Hate You Sim. And he's named,
I saw this actually. Yeah.
He's named every player on the team I Hate You Sinned in a different language. So there's 11 or 12 variations at this point of I Hate You Sinned.
I am looking forward to mangling all of those.
Yeah. Oh,
that's a fair effort.
Harring's that's not the best bit. Like, that was the first part of his plan. The second part of his plan is to only schedule games on a Friday night.
Now, can Chet Manly stand firm in the face of Crusader here? Is there even going to be a block? And Chet Manly...
Right.
Manly's going down. We'd like to see no armor break if we're InfinitePink.
I'd like to see InfinitePink's Chet Manly killed for real this time.
Chet Manly does his job and will be up next turn.
God, I hate this player. I really, really hate Chet Manly.
You can't kill him. He's just too manly. Death can't hold him down.
I hate Chet Manly. Put that in my quote as well.
Some players have like a fan club. Manly has a hate club. He's just full of people who want to be him.
No, I'd say he has a fan club. But there you go.
Yeah, they're all in chat.
There you go.
They're not here. They're not on the cast. I'm sorry with the head.
They're not anyone who's ever has to face him in game. Steve, running out of time here. Is he going to foul that spare rotter on the floor?
I'd say not. That would be surely asking to be sacked if he does that. He's got to move across to shield.
Oh, apparently we've... We just earned another 17 seconds from somewhere, but anyway.
This is the time where you just go Zord 2. Surely.
Easy Carl, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. 9 months in a row is quite a thing. Very much appreciated.
So what, that's a 4+, isn't it?
Apparently that was a misclick.
4+.
Yeah, you stand the rock, and then you just slide directly into my DMs here with Zord 2. It is a double GFI afterwards, unless you're going to... No, you can't even put corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a single GFI if you cut a corner, but it's basically the same rolls either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, real shootout, Dreamify. Real shootout. You know, we're back to where we started actually. The ball's exactly where it was at the start of this half, just in the Beastman's hands.
The highlight package would be easy to put together. That's a double push.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Why are we
Yeah,
saying
but-
metal, please? Like,
It's not like we've seen any of that this half.
That makes Zord's play harder, doesn't it?
yeah, he's actually making
Slightly.
it.
No,
Although what he can do is he can start, if the Beast's willing to play ball, he can start hitting players to follow up and just move that wall of guard further and further forwards.
Misclicked and down 3 sub. I subbed on a time you don't usually stream to have it hinder the cast. What?
Oh, it's not a case of hindering the cast at all. We're happy to have
Please.
the trolls singing.
I mean, he could.
So that's made the Zord play harder, which tells me we were never trying the Zord play. Now he can actually chain push. He can potentially get the beat onto the ball here.
I like that actually.
If he hits Crusader now and follows up, is there not a way to get that beast onto the ball?
No, you're right. Because you can 2 dice
Yeah,
slash.
and then all that happens is Shawnee goes, okay, I'll just punch a beast.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Hi. No, it's
Okay. Alternative strategy is he could get the beast onto Shawnee.
Still take that.
You just have to place your spare rotter here, and you can blitz the Beastman Tomo at the front, and there's your chain push to get the beast. If we go through Chet Manly to do it.
You say that super, but you know it's a way of pushing this game. Well, there's double powers actually.
Double
Scratch
powers. And a stop.
something tells me he could have done with those 6s.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 6s in those dice. Pow 5 6 6. So you're telling me that if he didn't just sack the ball,
That
know, that's how dice work.
is a 3 dice with F73, who doesn't really stupid yet again.
and is not committing anywhere towards.
Well, it's an I don't want to go near Shawnee block, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a I don't really care about like he's trying to play some kind of elf screen strategy. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, the blood.
I mean, the thing is, Steve's going nowhere at the moment. But the problem is that InfinitePink's team might be going to the casualty box.
I mean, you say he's going nowhere, but I mean, he doesn't really need to go anywhere for the next couple of turns. As long as he remembers how to like not screw up his. Not bad.
Ball carrier blitz.
Ooh.
There's
I
a
like
power
this.
on Llama.
Beautiful.
Now, what's the idea here?
I think
So-
he's trying to
no,
push Lash away from play.
Yeah,
He is.
This actually clears
There you go.
Lash off of Chet Manly,
Yeah.
which stops the pain.
Well, it slightly stops the thing.
Well,
you said that, but
you're just throwing it, because you shot on, don't you? To be fair.
But
no
you just
skull-
stand up that guard Chaos Warrior and you've got a 2 dice now on Chet Manley with Claw Mighty Blow.
Mhm. And that can even free up a second hit through Garazor from a blitz from Llama.
and then if that goes down, I mean, kind of opens up this. That's a cheeky 1 dice.
That is a cheeky 1 dice.
That was a very
Oh no!
Oh,
Crusader
big
didn't
stunt.
see that coming, did he?
I would have to say no, to be honest.
Oh, that's a cheeky dodge from Plank Spanker into a foul.
Fouling on Llama, he needs to foul Llama. to be fair.
He does
I'd
have a
really
2,
like to
he's got a
foul
1
Llama.
assist foul on Llama. He's going to go for the rookie
Nice.
Tomo
Let's go.
instead. Tomo is stunned, but no send off.
The ref didn't turn.
That's three stuns, man. That's gonna be a really tough. You know, he's not going anywhere this turn.
Are we going to kicks?
Please don't say this.
Oh, stop saying kicks. Just stop it. Like, actually, this is quite a good defense from Pink, given that these dodges are just doing the business.
Yeah, but yeah, roll 1 dice pals. If you roll 2 dice, just pushes.
So there's his 2 dice with Shawnee onto Chet Manley, who takes it like a champ.
Chet Manly! What a hero!
The manliest of the Chets.
Yeah, Creatine, of course, there's still overtime, but at the end of overtime. We've not seen a single game in this season's playoffs go to kicks.
Metal, are you reffing the match? Quite possibly, me or Gengar. Why is he being pushed?
Because it prevents another claw hit.
That's not very manly.
It's sensible, though.
A real man thinks of his head.
It does prevent another claw hit from Llama.
It does, however, let Llama... not really, because he could,
No.
if he wants to, one dice.
Oh, well, there was 2 guard, actually, in play. So that would have probably prevented that anyway. Chet Manly wants to move around on the next turn.
Yeah, Chet Manly wants to remain mobile.
Ornan would put strong money on Steave getting offense on overtime. I don't think many would bet against it.
I'd put money on this going to kicks just because Steave keeps forgetting how to score.
He really hasn't pushed this advantage of his forward much in the second half, has he? And it might give these KO rolls a chance to come back. Here comes a blitz on another double push.
Pushes! Wow, what point do you start, re-rolling this?
To be
I
fair-
mean, you can't.
Right,
Oh,
trust me, yeah. I've been here. This is horrible.
In
playing-
Steve's defence, he has rolled a lot of pushes this half. That's not
There's
a
not,
push.
no.
Metal getting the job done, not Metal, sorry. Harring's on.
Harring's on.
You rely on the best, don't you?
Yeah, he's showing how it's done.
Well, Metal's doing a good job right now. He's hanging on the ball.
Oh,
What was it the video said? I'm a rookie, I get to be line fodder.
That might be the hero.
it's a right mess right now.
I feel like Steave is just completely... Has he played Nurgle this season?
Yep.
I don't think he has.
Ceremal.
Oh.
Did,
He's not just played some Nurgle, he's played what a very, very good Nurgle player.
I don't know what the
score
result
like
of the game was.
I'll go check. Yeah, thankfully there's a good rub on that up there. I'll give that a cheap plug. You take all the results from the season.
So Steave, again, hasn't found any answer to this Nurgle defence that is mainly made up of rotters.
The rollers are not dying. That's the problem.
Wasn't chat saying how bad it was that there was so many rotters and that rotters couldn't possibly hold the line?
If it does go to overtime, it's going to come down to these KO rolls again. And you imagine that Steave isn't going to green reroll anything. Just on the basis that he's happy enough to have 3 rerolls in overtime, I guess.
Yeah, he's got the reroll advantage, certainly.
Like, if he doesn't score, he doesn't lose at this point. A long way to go.
Answer your question, it was a 1-1 draw between Steave and Ceremal. So I hope that that's not the case coming up now.
So that is a ball just sort of in the backfield, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Potential for a 3+3+2+2+ for a 1 dice, if you are so inclined.
1 dice, 2 dice, right? If what are you using?
I'm using the rotter on the far side there.
Ah, yeah. Yuck.
This feels like the wrong direction.
That saves against it.
I was gonna say he had to do it.
He does, however, get to mark with W55 32XA
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
with 2 GFIs.
Those 3 stuns are turned back over, and InfinitePink gets to hit stuff again.
Don't forget, when we if Steave is somehow like trying for a passing play, he's got at least 3 Nurgle Warriors he needs to get off of.
Oh yeah, the stink. Yeah.
Steave is up by 1, of course. There's been the death to the dirty player.
Yeah, but you're talking about Chaos passing through disturbing presence.
The thing is, if it's turn 16, you might as well have a go because Pink isn't going to score in response.
Yeah, why not?
You can't die on a pass,
We
right?
can't.
No, but do you really want to again? You know, because at this point you are going to get the reputation for the guy that cannot, like, basically put together an offense when you're given every possible tool.
I mean, you say that, but he only has to potentially not put together one more offense, and he's won the entire thing. So he's obviously doing something, right?
This is the furthest the ball's been in Steve's half-all game.
It actually is, yeah.
The kick was really sure was LOS kick. Yeah, the kick was LOS on both sides.
So, here we go. We're going to have
Chet
another go
Manly's
at Andy.
recommitted.
Chet Manly.
There's no bomber in play, Cheese. You can't die from a pass play.
Yeah, no one likes a smart ass.
It's not even like particularly smart. It's just trying to be clever. At this point.
That is the Cheese X we all know and love.
Well, I mean, you can do it for a teammate.
Certainly not.
Well, if you're pretty smart, you can do it for a teammate, right? You can be as smart about it. That's a pass action.
No
Chet
one will
Manly
die
is-
on a pass in this game. Andy
Yeah.
might die right now. Nico Goodchild seemingly does not like Andy Darvo.
How badly does he not like him? That's the question.
One shot.
Almost. Oh, almost.
Yeah, for the record, a bomb isn't actually a pass action because you can pass in the same turn.
Ah,
well,
it's a bombardier action.
If we're being really clever.
Touche. The beast still does not stupid, and Llama's going down this time.
And he is not niggled, but it is a might blow hit regardless. He's going.
That's a brave follow. That is a brave follow.
He's going in with a ball carrier against Shawnee.
You're right, he is.
That's the only possible play he can be making.
Well,
He's going the other way. He's coming from the back. He's separating the ball carrier off from the team.
smart.
Because
I'll say
then,
he's tight now.
with the GFI, he can even get a 1-assist foul on the Shawnee if Shawnee goes down. But he's moved the rock. So
He's positioning his play as well as InfinitePink.
I do like. I think he's going to come around the back with the ball carrier.
He is, but he ain't blitzing.
I think
Oh.
he should.
He's not gonna.
Oh, hold the phone. He
that
has
range?
other plans.
He's gonna. Is he gonna let that
That's
go?
brave.
Is he going for the ball here?
No, he's out of range.
He's going for the damn ball. He's going for the ball.
No way.
Close your eyes.
Double
click,
power
oh my
on metal.
God.
He
What
got it.
is that
What
play?
is this? This is ludicrous. If this breaks armor.
No. Oh, it does.
Oh
too.
my God.
That was the
that
play
ball?
we needed.
Drathis is a god.
Oh my God.
Legend. And now, how does he actually get? Like, he's only got Crusader, who's there's no tackle.
Harrington was bait. He
Who
baited it.
said, and a failed dodge straight away.
The
Oh
failed
my
6-7
God.
Before he even gets going,
This is
this
disaster.
could be over.
That's a misclick.
That's a
surely.
misclick. If he one in
no.
nines this is done. He does.
Oh my God.
Pink
InfinitePink is going to win this game.
Pink has just went. Those dice.
On a,
Yeah.
on a
now.
1 and 9. These are 1 and 9.
Who said rotters were useless?
Right. Yeah, that Drathis better get MVP. You get the ball and you run before you roll any dice. You get the ball and you run.
Well, I mean, if you one in nine this, the game might be back on. But
You pick it up, you sit in front of metal, and then you
oh,
go
he
to range.
rolls a couple of
Chet
Chet. He
Manly.
takes Chet
Okay.
Manly into the game. Well, it does
Why
allow
not?
another rotter to come through, so I don't hate that.
Yeah.
No, because now
So
you
then
give,
no, it
metal.
doesn't allow it. It does.
No, it does. There's a spare rotter there who can come through, and rotters are pretty good, don't you know?
Get the ball, run, just don't look back. Do not look back.
No, that's useful in case he one in nines this pickup.
Yeah.
I wouldn't roll anything else, unless you want to bring Zord forward as well.
I think this is actually one he's picked up from somebody else. It doesn't fit any form of naming scheme he's got going on at all.
Yeah, Steve saying misclick, yeah. I'm just in shock. I can't believe that actually worked. Oh my God.
That was incredible.
Disaster. Pure and simple. Yeah, he's trying to stand at the warrior and misclick the scope behind him. That sucks.
That does. It does, but that is just about the worst time for that to happen.
I can't believe it. Zord 2 was bait. The Rodder was the real threat.
Yeah, Zod 2. Who needs a second?
Dumbfounded.
Drathis was the man all along. Why are we throwing that?
Yeah,
Why
that's
not?
Just stop throwing dice. Get the ball.
I mean, I suppose technically you can't use the team reroll on the pickup, right?
Yeah, but why would you risk anything that isn't getting the ball in?
He's knocking down potential scoring threats at this point. In case it fails, and he does. If Metal doesn't play.
It's the charge of the Rotter Brigade.
Yeah, drive fist in front of Metal, pick the ball up, and run some fair distance away.
I think you might foul Metal.
You might.
I
actually might.
There's no assist foul? No.
Oh, just let me have my 30 seconds dream. Okay? He needs to get the ball, right?
He does pick up the ball, and surely that is that.
On a blodge player. Just get away.
Well,
with
he can't get him out of range of Metal, but Metal needs.
He can get him out of range of. He can get him out of range of blitzing. He can certainly GFI until he can't be blitzed.
I might foul it.
No, you can't foul that. If you foul it, if the setup is bad.
I actually think he might go for Shawnee with the beast.
Why not? Yeah, prove a point. You're marking territory. Say, hey man. GG.
It's just gone horribly wrong.
Unbelievable. I'm in shock.
That is why you just never ever declare GG in a Blood Bowl match until the game is over.
I mean, to be fair though, it was Steve's choice to decide to go the wrong direction.
He has a.
Like,
and also,
I agree
that
you should never call GG. But even if you take away the misclick, Steve has made some questionable choices.
He's had more than enough opportunities to score the winning touchdown, you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh God, yeah.
He had opportunities to do the business, and he chose to do things that were not the business.
There's a push on Shawnee from
That's
the Beast
fine.
of Nurgle, but it allows him to tie up yet another player.
Yeah, you're basically forcing the attack. That's kind of scary for the whole
And suddenly, Steve needs exactly what InfinitePink rolled. A 4+3+ and a double pow.
Yeah, pretty much exactly. A single power would do. Doesn't have to be a double. Don't get greedy.
Well, you want star points, right?
Don't get greedy on me now. No, it was the Rotter rolled. Yeah, but the Rotter Blitz attack was a 4+.
4+3+ into Powell, and then the armor break as well was nice. On top of that.
Hippie asking for a turn 15-16 dead Beast of Nurgle. That would be great ahead of the final.
I think does this mean that Hippie is declaring GG?
But Hippie, that wouldn't let Happy kill it. I'm sure Happy has that in his little notebook.
Is Happy going to whistle while he works?
Now, technically, Gdanik is in range. Shawnee is not.
He's out.
And we could. No, we couldn't because it's a stand firm Beast of Nurgle, so we can't chain push Shawnee into range.
Nope. So I think, honestly, you stand up Lama, you stand up Crusader, you send a message by killing F73 just to make Hippie happy. And then you just click metal, click ball, and pray.
Papa Raul is going to be out of the final. Fowler Chaos Finder won't make it either, but it looks for all the world, barring something miraculous here, that it's going to be a G-Man 2 versus G-Man 2 final. How did the match...
Not going to be playing in any game.
Oh, Chet again. Oh, yeah, Chet.
No, I already know the result. How did the match finish between Bleeding Hippie and Infinite Pink in the regular season? 0-0.
Oh, God damn it.
So kicks.
Super Bowl kicks. The best.
Yeah. Could be worse, right? Sure. Maybe.
What is Regime nil draws, man? What is this?
They both finished on 27 points. As we're trying it, well, the 4+ is good, the 3+ is not.
Why is he doing that? He takes the shot on the beast.
Takes the
has
shot,
gone out.
and it's not going to
No,
work
no,
out.
Oh, Battle's actually gone down.
Yeah, GG. Run it in. Well, I can't say GG because
Well,
it's still not over yet.
Pink's going to run it in.
Never.
Steave needs a riot, realistically. But there we go. Infection Inc. are 1-0 up.
Wow.
Who saw that
From
coming?
the brink of defeat, man. The brink of defeat. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna be like a bad man that's coming.
Hey,
Just
you know what?
return.
What could only make it worse, right?
Both the KOs coming back.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Both the KOs come back.
No. There's gonna be a counter blitz coming up. He's like, hey man. Now I'm gonna get that blitz. Or something like a perfect defense or something disgusting.
Yeah, it's a Riot or Steave putting together a one-turn touchdown, which is incredibly difficult against Nurgle.
Does Nuffle favour Steave enough to grant a riot?
I think
No,
Nuffle
I
sat there looking at all of the tools that he gave Steave this game, and he's going, if you didn't use them, I'm not giving you a Riot now. Steave has had it all, other than the Kaz on Shawnee, which, to be fair, was appoed perfectly fine because it was badly hurt. So, really, the only bad thing that happened to Steave that was out of his hands was losing a movement on T, right?
That was pretty
Yeah.
rough.
Like, he allowed Pink to stop him scoring with 6 players. He allowed Pink to take the ball off him again. He was given every chance at winning this game and has opted out.
You know what? If it does end up the way it's looking like, and this team does lose at this game, I guarantee that he's going to come next season. He's going to be coming with a house of fire. There's no way to just not leave a chip on his shoulder, coming this far and losing like that.
Indeed, and you see Zunk here looking for the vanity pass, which tells me Samoa will be back next season. Assuming
Oh, yeah.
we don't see.
I'm one of it.
There's
This
no
team's
reason
great.
to
I mean,
get rid of this team. They're in a really,
anything
really good
lost.
spot.
You get a loss. He's probably going to lose sack T because nothing special. Movement's nice, but
He's
he's
probably
down with
not
busted.
going to sack T immediately. I feel like
Why
he's
not?
probably going to keep T until
Well, he's
thirsty.
Short kick, changing weather nice is not going to be good enough.
The kick it is on Rotter. He literally booted it at Mars' head.
Star points.
Zunk will get the chance.
Oh, Puadrathis, by the by, was put on line duty there.
Drathis takes a hit from Lash.
Why would you put
No.
Drathis on line duty after 3 save goals? Well, because of course.
He's a hero. He's a hero.
Drathis, the
But surely-
champion of the hour.
Why would you not have put Plankspanker there? Because Drathis clearly deserves to end this game okay, in one piece.
And he comes in with a 3 dice, finds a whole lot of both downs and nothing doing on Mar either. This will be another 3 dice coming in. It'll be from Llama, I imagine, this time. Oh, and I tell you what, that was nearly a disaster.
Wow. Yeah, we're all skulls on the card though.
Yeah, I'd gang foul Drathis too, because I'm a horrible human being.
There's nothing
All
spiteful
the
there.
way around with Shawnee. That'll do it.
Those are some good dice, right? Plenty of stun.
Zunk tries his pass. Zunk gets his pass. Zunk will at least level from this one.
He's taking
Expect that to be guard.
Now run up to the
Hopefully
ball. Run up to Drathis. Run Gdanik up to Drathis. Run Crusader up to Drathis and kick Drathis.
He goes for the foul, but it's not on Drathis. It's on Nico Goodchild. Nothing happens, and Infection Inc. are going to the Super Bowl.
Unbelievable.
Good child coming through with the MVP.
But that'd be a steady player potentially for next season. Right.
Samoa had the chances, but it wasn't to beat today. And you have to say, you have to give credit to InfinitePink, because we thought he was tilting. But really, he was setting up the Drathis play all along.
I'm looking at the push dice. They're not looking pretty.
Yeah, that was a horrible...
For both teams, I should say that. Not looking too
35
fresh out.
pushes, just a 9 pows for Steave. That ain't many. 31 the other way for Infection Inc. Has a lot of pushes. It is the most likely result. And that was very much proven today. So, I have to say, it is a hearty congratulations to InfinitePink and a hearty congratulations to G-Man Division 2. You are the Rebel champions.
One of you is going to, G-Man, not only G-Man are bringing it home, but G-Man 2 are bringing it home.
We just need to sort out which one.
Yeah, it's all about sorting. And I am glad to see a fellow Nurgle brother taking it to the final.
The final is on for 1700 UTC tomorrow.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well,
Ooh. Maybe that's going to be a good time.
So just to confirm for you, that means we will have the small matter of the Rebel Grand Final tomorrow. It is actually 21 hours from now. Book the time off work if you have to. Short notice. Call in sick.
Ring in. Tell them you've got Nurgle's Rock.
Tell them you got Nurgle's Rock. They'll know exactly what you're talking about. Friday, I can now guarantee, because the match is on Thursday, the Superstar Shootout will go down on Friday. The teams are sorted. The coaches are sorted. You just don't get to find out who they are until Friday. Oops.
Okay, tomorrow, man, get your fix for Chet Fever. It's happening.
Chet Manly is in the final. You'll be
Chet
taken on
Fever.
happy.
Chet Fever.
Chet Mania is running wild.
What you gonna do when Chet Manly runs all over you?
Chet Manly stands firm in you. That's right, stands firm right in your face. What are you gonna do about it?
On
Take your
Saturday, it's the Cripple Cup.
Oh, damn it.
On Sunday,
Such a big week.
you'll all get put into your shiny new divisions.
And you get sent tickets.
Then Monday you complain about it.
And then Monday you whinge about it, and Tuesday we'll have the day off. Before we all go again the following Wednesday. It's going to be quite a week here in Rebel. We've just seen the first part of that game, of the week. The second semi-final there. It's commiserations to Steave. And yeah, he'll be back next season. He'll be back stronger than ever. Just didn't quite work out for him when it needed to. But InfinitePink, congratulations. Bleeding Hippie, congratulations. We can take a look at both the teams.
What did he roll? I suppose you check. For that importantly, has he rolled it yet?
I don't know.
Just
Paparal
he made
is
it.
missing the first. So he is missing the Nurgle Warrior, which will help Bleeding Hippie. Paparal is out.
What's his TV now? Maybe a nice crisp 1800, I'm guessing.
1860.
What's Bleeding Hippie though?
Bleeding Hippie
Probably around-
is
around 19.
2020 with a level to take.
Lovely.
That's Sleepy, the Chorf blocker, who I believe rolled normals. So it's probably Mighty Blow. He's already got guard. Snow White and the 6 Chorfs look like that. There's a lot of Claw. There is a lot of Mighty Blow. Interestingly, Chaos Dwarfs have never won Rebel. Nurgle have never won Rebel. So we will get our 8th different champion race.
How have we had 8 champions and no repeats? That's insane.
Sure, there's been repeats, right?
Horny Cricket's been a champion repeat coach. There's never been a repeat race. Lizards, Dwarfs, Dark Elves, Chaos, Skaven, Necro, Norse, and this season it'll either be Chaos Dwarf or Nurgle. The rise of Claw Mighty Blow, once more.
Claws race back.
From me, it is a big thank you to XS and to Full Metal.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Likewise. Oh, tomorrow, man.
We probably need to sound the horn of Crusader to see if he's available.
For what?
For the final tomorrow.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's available for co-casting.
I was gonna say I got this.
I know you got it.
I got this.
Dreamify saying, is this right? Let me open up that link just now. Should be 20 hours and 51 minutes is exactly right. That is how long it is until the superb owl.
1 a.m. for you.
1700 UTC.
Well, if you Crusader time, it's 3 a.m. for him. He'll love it.
That has been all from the Rebel semi-finals. We have just one game to go. This time tomorrow, we'll have a new champion. We will see you in just a little under 21 hours.
Get hyped.
We're down to the final 4. 1 win from the Super Bowl. 2 from Glory. REL want the 4th championship in a row, but only have 1 team left. Is this G-Man's season?
Oh,
And that'll happen.
this will be interesting to see if we have one of this.
Oh!
And Bill Potts just took and caught some paws to the face.
It's getting real ugly with these skinks.
And this one's on Palm too.
And InfinitePink and Infection Inc. are going to the semi-finals.